have Cougar.
His name is Cougar.
Cougar?
Oh my god! I don't know what he just asked me, but I'm super excited about him.
He's very cute, though. Jeremy's very cute.
Big Cougar. Go ahead, pimpin'.
CNN viewers sent in questions for you about this film, and I have to tell you, they outdid themselves with this one.
I'm very happy that CNN viewers have done such a grand job. They're going to be here, recorded, and I'm going to see a movie. That's brilliant.
I see you dress up like me in your movie. That's kind of funny. But what I'm wondering is, who is your favorite superhero?
That's a viewer of CNN. Yes. What a wonderful production. That's untapped talent right there. Well, that's a wonderful question. Thank you, Masked Man. My favourite superhero is Batman, and the reason for that is because Batman, unlike Superman, Kryptonite, Spider-Man, Spider-Bite, Hulk, something went wrong in a lab, Batman, that's just hard work. Batman just decided, out of anger, essentially, that he was going to become a superhero, and he's crazy. Like, to dress up as a bat at night, that's not normal. I like Batman best. Imagine you pressed the wrong button and it was your private videos of you and your husband. Imagine
None
that.
of that, trust me, this is shared
Could happen.
What makes you laugh? What do you find funny? Do you laugh at your own movies? Thanks.
That was a lovely question. What makes me laugh? Well, what makes me laugh? I love Dudley Moore. He makes me laugh a lot. But I've discovered increasingly that my wife is very, very funny. She's a funny person to be around. She's a lunatic, a lot of crazy voices, and a lot of bizarre, frankly undoable domestic requests.
He looks like My Name is Earl.
Oh yeah,
doesn't he?
Is that Jason Lee?
I think I saw something on CNN the other day about answering questions. Did you have viewers type in? Yeah.
Is that Jason Lee?
Whoa, dude.
Oh, Cougar looks funny, man.
I'm wondering if you guys believe in aliens, and if so, are they enemies or are they good guys?
I don't believe Cougar. I believe he does believe in aliens. Either that or he's on the run.
The universe is such a big place and there's so many different galaxies that I think it'd be pretty insane for us not to... I think it'd be more insane to not believe that there's some other life form outside.
I think we're kind of at the bottom of the food chain as far as like evolution goes in that realm. If there were some sort of aliens, I think that they would be a little bit slicker than us.
Personally, I don't. But if I did, I definitely think they'd try to dominate the planet. And LA would be first, for sure.
I haven't met any aliens, but if I do, I'll kill them.
Really?
Well, I mean, you know, I'm in character.
And I think LA would be an easy spot to go for first. You're vulnerable. You're on the beach. You're relaxing. If they went for New York first, I think they'd have a
Yeah,
really
New Yorkers
hard time.
wouldn't have it, where LA would be like,
New York,
"Dude, you wanna go
Detroit,
surf, bro? I don't
Atlanta,
care.
forget it.
Just don't take my waves."
A question for the cast of Green Lantern. What I'm wondering is, if you had a power ring and could wield anything you want, what would you wield and why? Maybe a shovel to dig wells for water? Or maybe a toaster for justice?
A toaster for justice?
Hey, you didn't get to see his visual. It was so cool.
No. Okay.
He basically, it's one of the iReporters. What would you yield?
What would I create with my ring? Yeah. Well, what? Well, the truth is I've been asked that question a couple of times. Very hard to know, because I probably create something, you know, somebody described it as the Miss World answer, something wonderful like world peace, you know, but that's an, you know, ethereal thing that isn't practical. I've sort of decided I would create something for my kids, probably, something for them to play with so they were happy, or it could be some magic wand where I could, you know, dispense largesse and create peace in the world, or something lovely.
Wow.
Very creative, no?
Wow, that's awesome. I would wield. I keep saying this, but I really think it's the right one. I would create another Earth.
Why?
Because I think we'll need it. Just it's going to be too many people in about another 200 years. We can just bump over.
It's a question for you from a fan, and it's actually kind of hilarious. And
That's
fun.
sort of sweet.
Okay, Amy, you can go for it now.
What is it you want?
I just want a free hall pass.
A hall pass?
Yeah.
Whatever, you can have a hall pass.
Jenna, will you go on a date with me?
Unfortunately, Jeremy, I am a newlywed and I have not been granted a hall pass. Unfortunately, the stars are not aligned for this moment. He's very
to
cute,
you.
though. Jeremy's very cute. So his girlfriend is very lucky.
We have Cougar.
You're obviously not new to the whole military genre.
Right.
I'm wondering, on behalf of all vets, including my grandfather, who was a World War II Navy pilot, what would you say is the importance of making these military films?
Big Cougar. Go ahead, Pimpin'. I think the importance of these films are to celebrate and to understand the necessity of our military and what they do to provide the freedoms in which we enjoy. And to not forget the sacrifices that these men and women have given for us and for our country, because it's a beautiful country and we're blessed to be in it. Again, I thank everybody for your questions, and I hope I gave you a little more insight to the life of Cuba Gooding Jr.
You've done a lot of reality shows, and I'm wondering, in lieu of all that, what is the most difficult part of being in a reality television show?
I like this guy. He's cute. I wouldn't think he'd be my audience, my target audience, but don't judge an audience by its cover. The most difficult thing about being on a reality show is the day-to-day logistics, just having cameras in your house. I don't want to be around people every day. I don't want people's equipment. I don't want them to scratch my coffee table. I don't want them to put their coffee cups on my credenza. I don't want anybody in my house. Get out. But then I have to keep them in because it's good for my show. So it's a very big inner conflict and struggle.
You've done everything from incredible, talented, intense drama work to even some hilarious stuff on Funny or Die. I'm wondering, is there a dream role you still want to do, like maybe something sci-fi?
Good question, Cougar, and I like the X-Wing fighter behind you. You know, I've done the Iron Man thing, and I'm open to any or all, you know, stories that are out there that are interesting and fun and unique. And I would definitely do a sci-fi movie. I want to do a horror movie. You know, I'd like to actually do a scary movie. Exorcist terrified me, and I'd love to be in the next kind of movie like that that could terrify another generation of moviegoers. Thanks for your question, Cougar.
Ashley, Twilight has been a huge success, and as it's ending and you look back at it, what was the greatest single most important lesson you've learned? I learned that it is not appropriate to wear only cut-off jean shorts in a workplace. That was awkward.
It's a really good lesson to learn. Gosh, I don't even know. I think that I also learned how important it is to keep people that really love you and care about you around you, because as amazing as being a part of this whole process has been, it gets a little difficult sometimes and you have a lot coming at you. In the long run, kind of made me that much more appreciative and a lot closer with the friends and family that I do have.
I am a huge fan. I'm Cougar, and I'm wondering, since you played such an iconic character, is it hard being known for such an iconic role, or do you like it?
I like the little acting flip there. These people are getting real clever with this. I love being known for an iconic character. You know, people think you get to choose how you enter show business, and you don't. You go on an audition, and if you get the job, then your brand starts there. And all you can do really is branch out. So I love Steve Urkel. I love Dancing with the Stars. And everything else I've done in between. And people get to pick and choose what they like me for better.
This is a question for the female cast of Sucker Punch. In the film, you guys are all BA. And I'm wondering if any of your characters in the film have a softer side, and if you yourself are BA in actual real life.
You all know what BA stands for.
BA. Badass. Yeah. What's incredible about the story is that all of the girls had, you know, very intricate levels of like being strong and then having mixes of insecurities and fears and oppressions and all of these different things. And that's what I think makes them the ultimate, you know, like female badass, is that it's actually way more of a truthful representation of like, you know, femininity.
We found a new confidence and a new freedom in all this training and the work and with the people who we worked with and things we got to do that I think we took the badass with us.
This is a nerd who loves you. His name is Cougar.
Cougar?
This movie has everything. You just took every nerd's dream, including my own, and put it into a film and made it look awesome. Thank you. What I'm wondering is where the inspiration came for you. What are the elements? What do you love about making these films?
Awesome, Cougar. So this is the deal. I guess for me, a lot of the movie is inspired by a magazine that I used to read a lot growing up called Heavy Metal. It was it's an adult illustrated fantasy magazine. My mom got me that magazine by accident when I was like 12 years old, a subscription to that magazine, or 11, and because she thought it was cute. And so I just really enjoyed that immensely. And I think that has a huge influence on the movie and sort of my aesthetic and like what I find sexy and what I find violent and what I find cool.
Mario Lopez. You are AC Slater, among other things, but that is awesome. But you're also a television host now, and so I'm wondering if you could give all of us iReporters some tips on what it is to be a good television host.
My advice would be that just be yourself, and I know that sounds really cliche and generic, but the same person that you are off camera, you should be on camera. And that's hard for people to do, believe it or not. And make it be about the other person. It's not about you. A good host, I think, is when they make the other person shine like the star they are, or they're not, but you're making them look good. And if you make other people look good, you're going to look good in return.
What kind of makes this tale so legendary and timeless is the fact that I feel like we all go through our kind of time of being an egotistical prince and then turning into a beast of some sort to learn a lesson. So, my tough question is, where have you been a beast and had to learn a lesson in life?
He looks like My Name is Earl.
Oh yeah, yeah, he
Doesn't
does.
he?
I think one really important thing is staying true to yourself, and I think this movie really gets the point across that like you can only love others before you love yourself, you know. And I just think that it's very true to stay to who you are and what you want to do, because if you're not, that's when you can get yourself into some hairy situation.
Hell already is walking the earth.
Nicolas Cage, you have some of the greatest one-liners. Everything from put the bunny in the box to okay, let's ride. Wondering what makes a good, strong one-liner. Can you give us a one-liner right now? Can you give us one from Drive Angry? Or just make one up on the spot?
Well, the one-liner that I like from Drive Angry, which is actually at the end of a monologue, is no, Webster. I don't think I'll be having that beer right now, not unless it's from Jonah King's Skull. And that just came out of, I was reading a lot of Walt Whitman at the time, Leaves of Grass, and he had a reference to it in his poem, Drinking Beer from a Skull, and I just love the kind of Celtic image of that, and I wanted to put it in the movie. But I think the secret to a one-liner is it's not unlike a joke. You have to have an element of surprise to it. It has to have just a little bit of shock factor to it to make people laugh and think about it.
Ticks scare me now, fleas scare me now, mosquitoes scare me now, copperhead snakes scare me now, spiders, scorpions.
Ticks scare us the most right now because we shoot a lot in the woods, and
I'm not afraid no more.
But you know what?
You've conquered
The
it.
boys are getting tick bites, but the girls aren't.
Because we're more delicious.
Because we're sweet, and you know, they like sour.
This is a question for the whole cast of Thor. What I'm wondering is, have you guys read comics? And what'd you think of us comic nerds before the movie and after?
Oh my god. Oh my god. I don't know what he just asked me, but I'm super excited about him.
Okay, everybody should watch this. That was awesome.
That guy is the gold. I mean, I hope he enjoys it. That's all. If it weren't for fans like that, I mean, there wouldn't be need for movies like this, you know. So, thank you.
You guys are the best fans ever. You're very devoted and very, very fun, and you take life with laughter, and I think that's a big deal.
Love those guys.
Why was it important?
Hats off to them.